topic for this class is the law of karma. Karma is a Hindi word, and it just means action. Each of us has an account of good actions and bad actions. It's very much like a bank account. We have deposits and withdrawals or debits. Whatever good actions we have performed, it's like a certificate of deposit or a fixed deposit in the bank that is earning interest. We don't have to worry about it at all. Whatever wrong actions we have performed, these are accounts which have to be settled, and this is what we are most concerned about, how to settle the karmic accounts. There is a very simple process for settling my karmic accounts. The first step is to be completely honest with myself. We can remember back to when we are little children about all the actions I have performed. In particular, to whom I have given sorrow, and what character trait was responsible for that. It's like if I go to the banker and I tell the banker, I have run up this huge credit card bill. I was a little bit greedy, a little bit arrogant. I wasn't paying attention, and I've run up this big bill. I'm fully accountable for it. I take responsibility for it, and I'm apologetic for it. And the banker says, Mark, since you've been so honest, I will give you 50% off of your debt. So this first step of honesty, this is an honesty with my own self, and also an honesty with the Supreme Light, the Supreme Soul. So when I am completely honest about everything wrong which I have done, half of my account gets reduced just for being honest. I will feel light. This is a window of opportunity to resolve the account. The other 50% is my own conscience, and I cannot override my conscience. I cannot ignore my conscience in the long run. The other 50% I'll have to make a little effort to settle. So once I've been honest with myself, and the purpose of this honesty is not to make myself feel bad, but to have a clear assessment of what's in my account, what needs to be settled. Once I've been honest with myself, then is the process of settling the other 50%. Whatever negative character traits in me were responsible for performing those actions in the first place, this is what we want to work on. Because finally, I will only be able to forgive myself if I have removed from me whatever negative character trait was responsible for performing the wrong action in the first place. It's like we have a huge barrel of dirty water, which is our conscience of whatever wrong things we have done. This barrel is too heavy to pick up. And in this barrel, or going into this barrel, there are two water faucets. One is of bad actions, and one is of good actions. So obviously, whatever wrong things I have done, I will not want to repeat that. Meaning I'll turn off the tap that is giving dirty water into this barrel of my own conscience, and turn on the faucet of clean water, meaning that now I will start focusing on performing good actions. And the bad actions, how can we define a bad action? Or sometimes we call this a sin. How can we define this? It means simply that to whomever I have given sorrow, and the animals are included in this, to whomever I've given sorrow, this is a negative account. So I will look at this account and focus on doing the opposite, of performing good actions. If I have a chance to do something good for someone, I will do it. I can be kind to someone. I can be merciful to someone. But the first mercy, the first charity, begins at home. Now, when I start making effort to perform good actions or charitable actions or some type of service for others, a service for my neighbor or a service for the humanity, there's a catch in this, because whatever negative character traits I have will definitely surface, emerge, and come into action as I start performing actions, even if it is for some type of charitable cause. Which means that even while being engaged in some type of service for others or some type of charitable cause, my own negative character trait can interfere and lead to me actually doing something wrong again, even within that charitable work. Meaning, for example, if I have a habit of jealousy or competition or any type of strong negative character trait, it will become an obstacle in me performing a good action. So this leads us to the real essence of how to settle the karmic account. Now, settling the account, there are a variety of different ways. The good old-fashioned way, if I don't know any better, is just suffering. And there's a variety of ways we can suffer. We can suffer through health, or we can suffer through our mind, through a variety of types of sorrow. But when it comes to settling the account, really the issue is that I need to bring self-transformation. It means to transform the old negative character traits. This is the real homework and the effort to settle my karmic account. Because once I have brought positive transformation in myself, then automatically my thoughts, my words, and my actions will be accordingly. So how do we bring this self-transformation? As we discussed, the first step is honesty with myself, and then I start focusing on performing good actions, avoid bad actions. Then, how to address the negative character traits, which are leading to or causing me to do wrong actions in the first place. I need the power which comes through meditation. We call this yoga power or fire of yoga. How does this work? When I have good, powerful meditation, these vibrations, these pure vibrations, which we get from this Supreme Light, who is a purifier, these beautiful vibrations actually start to burn the negative character traits in me. What about if I've done something wrong to someone that I'm not in contact with anymore? And maybe it's not appropriate to go back and apologize for whatever wrong was done. I can just discuss this issue honestly. It's an honest conversation between me and this Supreme Being, the Supreme Light. Acknowledge whatever wrong I've done. And then in my practice of meditation, these beautiful vibrations, I can request this Supreme Light to direct these pure vibrations, pure energy to that soul, whomever I gave sorrow. Slowly and slowly, this account can be reduced. When we go in front of God, or even in front of another person, and we ask for forgiveness, we realize whatever wrong we've done. Typically, depending on what was the issue, another person might forgive me. Even God might forgive me. But it's the 50%, it is my own conscience which needs to be resolved. Now, what about a situation in which someone did something wrong to me? This is also an area which I need to address, because even if I was an innocent victim of someone else's negative actions, it has affected me. It means that I really need to take my life in my own hands. Whatever wrong has been done to me, it affects my personality. It has affected my character, and it affects the way I treat others. So, even in this, I want to remove the negative effect of whatever may have been done wrong to me. It means to take my life in my hands. I don't want to be a victim of someone else's wrong actions. I want to have my feelings in my own hands, under my own control. Now, what role does this Supreme Light play in the law of karma? This is really the most important thing to understand. When there is a natural calamity, it is often referred to as an act of God. And sometimes when negative things happen, people ask God that why did this God of light allow this to happen? But what we need to understand is that this Supreme Light, this higher being, is an ocean of mercy. This being of light will never hurt anyone, not even an animal. The judge, the one who gives judgment, is actually me, my own conscience. This being of light is the purifier. This is the occupation of this being of light. You can say his job is to help us resolve all of these negative accounts and free us from sorrow. One point about the law of karma is that the law of karma is not the law of revenge. This means that someone cannot hit another person and say, well, you must have hit me in the past, maybe in a past birth, and I'm just settling the account. It doesn't work like this. Whatever wrong thing we do gets deposited in our own account. It is actually the opposite way the account is settled. I need to do something good to settle the accounts. There's another aspect to the law of karma, which is with the understanding that I, the soul, play multiple parts, meaning that I have been here before, I have lived and performed actions, and all of these actions that we perform gets recorded in our own subconscious. This means that when we leave our body, we take our karmic account with us. The way this works is, when I leave the body, regardless of what type of individual I was, I'll have a beautiful meeting with this Supreme Light. This beautiful light, like a loving mother, like a loving father, will shower me with love and peace. This pure love becomes a mirror of truth in front of me, and I will see all of the actions I have performed, good and bad. At that time, my conscience becomes very sharp, and I become my own judge. This Supreme Light does not punish me and does not become a judge towards me. Even in front of the wrong things which I have done, this light takes on the form of a friend, an ocean of mercy. While I am looking at the wrong actions I've performed, this being of light is reminding me of the good actions I have performed. Then I will see, and this is occurring after I have left the body, I will see all of the accounts, everything I have performed, and then I myself will decide in which way I will settle the account and how the account will be settled. And then accordingly, I will take birth. Where I'm going to take birth, what type of body I will have, what will be the situation of the family, which religion will be in the family, how much money will be in the family. Everything is determined based on my own karmic account. And then, when I take birth and start to grow up and start to perform actions, then my account gets adjusted moving forward. So whatever actions I perform gets deposited in my account. I'll give you one example. Let's say I have some heavy account of something wrong which I had done, and the product of that account is that I will walk out of the building and the piano will drop from the 20th floor on top of me. But before that happened, I had done some charitable acts, some good actions, and these good actions neutralized this negative account to some extent. So I walked out of the building, the piano fell, but it just missed me by an inch. So this is an example how we have accounts of past, but whatever good actions we perform, these good actions neutralize whatever wrong things we have done. Now let us have a nice meditation and think deeply about this law of karma and what type of conversation I will have with this Supreme Light. First of all, I make this body of mine completely still. In 1 second, I become aware of myself as a spiritual being, a soul living inside the body. As I turn inwards, I have made a determined thought and created a goal for myself. I want to settle all of my old accounts and create new, beautiful accounts for now and for the future. I come in front of this Supreme Light, my own Supreme Father. I look deep within myself and I see, as far back as I can remember, any sorrow which I have given to others. With courage, with honesty, I see this account in detail. I take full responsibility for whatever sorrow I have given to others. And I see which character trait in me was responsible for that wrong action. In this place of peace, in a very gentle way, I see myself in the mirror of truth, in front of the ocean of mercy, the most loving, Supreme Light. This being of light appreciates my honesty and courage to see myself as I am. In this place of peace, I become light. All of the burden in my own conscience, I turn this over to the purifier, the Supreme Being of light. I want to be happy and peaceful in my life. These are the first steps to free myself from all of the variety types of sorrow which we have endured in the life. This being of light looks at me with love and recognizes that I have come here to settle this account of negative actions and create a new account of beautiful actions. As I am sitting in front of this Supreme Light, at the same time, I am getting empowered with this pure energy. I feel waves of happiness that with this spiritual power, I'm going to bring positive transformation in my life, new personality, new awareness, new outlook. I sit here in front of the mirror of truth. I go into deep silence and I remind myself that my original nature is peaceful and divine. Whatever sorrows and negative character traits I have accumulated is like a rust on the soul. And in front of this beautiful light, this rust is slowly getting removed. This being of light showers me with calmness, with wisdom, and with the power of truth, because I am being honest with myself. The power of truth comes to me automatically. I am focused on what I need to do to bring positive transformation in my life. It is amazing how the pure vibrations of this innocent, supreme light changes me and inspires me to do good with my life. From now on, I will not just think about what I want for myself, but I will think about what I need to do to bring benefit to others. As I come back to this physical consciousness, I am still me, but I've stepped away for a few moments from everything I can see with my eyes and put myself in front of this supreme light, the ocean of love, the ocean of mercy, and the mirror of truth. I feel very light and very determined. What I need to do to bring positive change in my life. From this point forward, every day, At the end of the day, I will review my actions and give this account to this beautiful Supreme Light. Clear my conscience and get ready for a new day, new life. Whatever happiness I want to experience in my life, whatever peace I want to experience in my life, now I know how I can earn that and how I can settle the old accounts of past. This concludes this session. Look forward to seeing you in the next session. Om Shanti.